Dan Durham again, making a video about, I had on my mind about family, family struggles uh, within your own household or other family members and the struggles you might have with each other, which you'll always have them. I mean, that's the way it is. It's just going to always be that way. And I was wondering, well, why is it always got to be that way? Why can't they just always agree? And then some of them, kind of put like, well, the family is more important than anything, which is that sounds good, but I don't believe it's the most important thing. I believe it's very important though. I'm not a perfect family man. I'm more of a quiet person, stick to myself, keep my business to myself kind of person. A lot of people think of me as a stuck-up person, and they can think that if you want to. It's just because I keep my business to myself. I don't like sharing my business. I don't like sharing other people's business. I might hear something about someone else, and then someone else might come to me and ask me about some other person, and I might know something about this other person, but I don't tell them anything. It's not my business to tell them anything. See what I mean? I don't like it. Every time I get in a conversation, and usually it's really only with family that these conversations really come up. It's just stuff that you really don't want to be involved in. Or maybe a family member might hear something about you and yours that they just can't help but to put their nose in, and which they really don't need to. It's like they're get in your business. It's not theirs to be in. Or if they know, or if they've heard something, or know something, or heard something, and they go out and they take your business that's yours, and they go give it away like it's theirs to give, and it's kind of like, you know, it's rough. It makes you a hardened person. It makes your heart really hard towards them. It's hard to have compassion on people like that. And I'm not talking about anyone in particular. I'm just saying you just notice with everyone there's just someone somewhere somehow everywhere. Don't matter where you are. And I was wondering why is it got to be like this? And it's discouraging. You know what I mean? But it made me think about all the variance that's set between people and everybody, and mainly family. And when I was thinking about variance, it come up. I remember reading in Matthew chapter 10. I remember the word variance in there, and so I went ahead and looked it up right quick, and I was going to read it. But it's Matthew chapter 10, verse. I'm going to start with 34. It's the Lord speaking. He says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." Well, that's interesting. You think about the concept of that. He didn't come to send peace, but a sword. And you think about what a sword does. I mean, it divides. It divides. And I'm not saying the Lord just came to divide, but you're going to have to. Who's for the Lord and who's not? Who say they're for the Lord but really are not for the Lord, and who say they really are for the Lord and really are. See what I mean? There's got to be a difference between there. See what I mean? But I'm going to read it again. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household." Man, that's a real one to really stick in you right there. A man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. He that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. reading that, it's just like, man, makes you think. It makes you think, man. It makes you really consider what you are and what everyone else is. It really makes you consider, you know, life after death. Uh, I know people like how you get that, but you really think about it. I mean, to say such things like that, you'd have to really reconsider what you are and and how temporary you are as a person. Your flesh very temporary. You know, it says our life's like a vapor, it appeareth for a little while and then vanish away. You know, and it really makes you think about the mindset also that you have or that we have, and then the mindset that God has. You know, I've said this before. I got it on a measuring tape. It says, "Don't measure God with the measurements made for man," and that's real interesting. That's real interesting. You know, people a lot of times won't believe God because of death, children dying, people dying. Well, why would God have this? Why would God have all this stuff happen? Well, tell me this. You tell me the creator of death, should he fear it? Should he be worried about it as such as you are? See what I mean? It just reading that just makes me realize how temporary things are and how much time that we waste. We waste a lot of time worrying about people, uh, family, friends. I mean, it's good to worry about them, but I mean, there's some people that it's all they do. It's like, man, when you stand before the Lord, not one of your family members are going to be beside you. Not one. Not one. Not your mommy, not your daddy, not any brothers or sisters, no cousins, nobody. You'll be by yourself and you're going to stand before God and you're going to give an account. You know, that's a deep one. That's a deep one there because when you're in that moment, I can imagine being in that moment. I'm not going to be thinking about what mommy and daddy are doing, or brothers and sisters, or any other family members, mom-in-laws, dad-in-laws. I'm not going to be thinking about what they're doing. I'm be thinking, I'm getting ready to stand before God and get ready to give an account. And I know there's in the Bible there's different judgments. I know that. But just to think about, just even if you're going to stand before the judgment seat of Christ and your works be tried, think about how scary that is. We could have all done more. Every one of us. I don't care who's watching this video. We could have done more. I could have done more. And now imagine if you're a lost person going to stand before God in the great white judgment throne. Oh my goodness. It's scary. It's scary to talk about. It'll make you love your family. It'll make you love your family. You worry about it. But you just got to remember, you can't make them do anything. But I just thought I would share that. Just had it on my mind. I was taking a break here, and I just thought I'd share that for a minute. But pray for me. I pray for y'all. Love your families, but just remember, you got a God you're going to stand before, an eternal God who has no beginning and he has no end. What did he say to Moses? I am that I am. That's deep. So you think about that. Think about what you're going to do for him. I'll think about it myself. God bless. Have a good day.